We don't do anything until we've taken legal advice.
We should be in that office, getting hold of the chequebook so Baldwin can't spirit money away.
Look, Ken's right. We ought to wait and see what the solicitors have to say.
No, I'm with Gran. The only way to deal with a lying scumbag like Danny Baldwin is to physically stop him.
Oh, yeah? And how do you intend to do that?
Well, I spoke to Peter. He knows a couple of lads in Portsmouth. Put him in hospital for us.
I hope you're joking.
No. That way, he's going to be in no position to pull any stunts until we've gone down Dad's legal route.
She's right.
For goodness sake, this is madness.
What, you really think he's going to start playing by the rules now, Dad? He's already screwed his own dying father.
And that's what makes us different from him.
Yes. You with principles and a terraced house. Him with a factory and a fancy flat.
And where on earth have you been?
Winding Danny up.
Are you going to open that?
No, he's not. Not until we've talked to the solicitor.
Sorry.
Oh, I was coming round to see you.
Why? Do you know somewhat about what that husband of yours has been up to?
I hope you don't think I was in on this with Danny, if he has been up to anything.
If? How can anyone doubt it? Even you? I'm surprised you have the nerve to show your face.
Not now, eh, Blanche?
There's crime and there's crime, but diddling your own dying father, that ranks with the nastiest.
I did no such thing, if you'll excuse me.
There isn't a soul round here who wouldn't spit in your face for what you did, except me. I wouldn't waste my spit on you. Don't leave much to the imagination, either of you.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting to stay. You know, I might still have some here you can borrow if you want. Have a look in the wardrobe.
She'll never get up them stairs. I've just had to hurdle the loft ladder.
Have you found it?
Have you got it, Ken? I think so.
How Ken squeezed through that hatch is beyond me.
Late night.
The sun were already up when they came in.
Well, I'm meant to go home, but...
But you thought you'd come and wake us up instead of your own family.
You know what? I haven't left a club in daylight in ages, and I intend to put that right in Portsmouth. Amy's Uncle Peter can babysit.
Oh, thanks.
You know, if ever the pensioner page round here gets too much, you can always come and stop at ours.
Thank you.
What are you being so nice to her for?
She's, Adam's girlfriend.
Wasn't sure you knew who Adam was until recently.
Right, one sun tent, one bucket and spade.
Yeah, and a couple of deck chairs there too, and I'm blowed if I'm putting them back now.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Adam, I was just saying to Joanne, you're always welcome to stay at ours, you know.
Thanks.
Right. See ya.
Well, are you taking all this gear?
Oh, well, it's a bit dusty. Clean it up, will ya? Be back later.
I wouldn't have got out of my chair if I'd realised.
I've got a proposition for Adam.
And I've got one for you.
Yeah, well, if I could go first on this occasion.
The vulture's here.
This is nice. Everyone together. Can I, have a word, Adam?
With me? Nah.
Well, you might like what I've got to say.
Anything you've got to say, Danny, can be said through my solicitor.
Well, actually, that's what I'm here to discuss, you know, to put things right. Make it all, legal and fair.
What sort of a...
What do you think you're doing?
I'm making a drink for our guest.
I like to have my tea by 1:15. Otherwise, I'm taking pills on an empty stomach.
Thank you, Ken. Cheers.
Let's hear it then.
OK. Well, you've given me plenty to think about, and I have. And I think the situation we find ourselves in over these wills could drag on forever and ever.
Well, I'm young enough to see it through.
Yeah, but maybe not rich enough. Not yet, anyway. OK, and by the time this gets through the courts, there might not be anything left to fight over.
Take it you've got an alternative.
I want to offer Adam a percentage of the business, here and now. Now, my brief says we can set this up in a matter of hours, so really by this time tomorrow, he could be raking in profits of the business rather than shelling out a fortune on costly legal fees.
What percentage are we talking?
Well, I was thinking maybe 10%.
10%?
The will gives me 51.
Yeah, but that's just a copy of a will, and you might not get that.
This is laughable.
Ken, it makes sense if you think about it.
I have. You shouldn't have bothered coming round, Danny.
I think Adam's made up his mind.
Thanks for the drink. Good night, and sorry to have troubled you.
Go and insult somebody else. This family's on to you.
Keep trying, Danny. You get funnier by the minute.
I am trying. I'm suggesting an out-of-court settlement like you wanted. Now, why ain't that good enough for you?
Come back when you got a serious offer to make me.
Look, Adam, I'm giving this my best shot, mate, and I don't see where I'm going wrong. There's no need for either of us to get nasty.
Now, you'd never do that, Danny.
I think Adam might be sorry he turned Danny's offer down.
Well, it was only a fraction of his stake's real worth.
But can you imagine what's going to be left by the time this lot's dragged through the court and the solicitors have had their cut? Is it worth it?
To see Baldwin get his comeuppance? I should say so. We've waited a long time, but just desserts are best served cold.
Anyway, Adam is aware of the risks, but it's a matter of principle for him, and I think he deserves our support.
Of course he does. That lad's fighting for his rights, and you're talking appeasement.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're making him sound like Churchill, and that takes some doing. I'm going for some scratchings.
I'm just trying to be practical. Fact is, if Danny Baldwin's solicitors do decide to play silly beggars, my mother might not be around to see the outcome. And she might not be the only one.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Hand him a notice in today. King's robes.
How did Penny take it?
Fine. She wasn't too fussed.
Did you withdraw your complaint against Danny?
CID guy was gutted. I think he fancied seeing Danny get what was coming to him.
I'd have made a good police officer.
Yeah, you'd have been more at home with the Gestapo.
Oh, but you and Danny are going to be working together day in, day out. You're going to have to figure out a way to get on.
I'll go in when I feel like it, go home when I feel like it, take the money and run.
If you want someone to be your eyes and ears, you can count on me.
Oh, you're setting yourself up to be some kind of spy now, are you?
I could be quality controller. I were a seamstress, and a damn good one at that.
The gimlet-eyed grandmother. No one would stand a chance.
I've found us a nice little cottage about a mile or so down the road from you, Shelley.
Oh, Kenneth is worse than useless round car boot sales. He wanted me to buy off the first bloke we clapped eyes on. Well, I said to him, you've got to do the full circuit first, spot the bargain.
Where is he?
Gone for a drive, said he fancied some time by himself.
Oh, can't think why.
Stayed over again, did you?
Mother!
Oh, come on, Deirdre, put the kettle on. I'm parched.
I'll do it.
You know, you want to try being civil to her. She's a lovely girl.
This is for you. For your first day in the factory.
Oh, it's thoughtful.
Thanks, beautiful.
Oh,
Thanks, love.
So you don't trust me to get up in time, do you?
I live with you, remember?
No, it's lovely. Thanks a lot. Look, we can't hang around. I promised Joanne a day out shopping.
Oh, look at you.
Oh,
What's up now?
I were hoping we could all go to the Rovers this dinner. A little family celebration to mark Adam going into the factory.
Well, that'd be lovely. I mean, we can always go shopping next weekend, eh?
If you're sure.
Yeah. Rovers would be great, Blanche.
Oh, you're coming and all, are you?
He's told me he's 60 next weekend. Our postman. It looks fit on it, doesn't it?
If he were fit, we might get our post before midday once in a blue moon.
Well, they say you never see a fat postman.
Well, you never see a fat tramp either, do you? I mean, come to think of it.
Ridiculous thing to say.
Well, don't have a go at me. I'm just saying.
So, Adam, first day tomorrow as your own boss. Excited?
I just don't know what Danny's going to be like.
Well, you never know, he might be all right.
Did you just fall off the Christmas tree?
Well, he's always been straight with us machinists.
He's as slippery and crooked as his father.
Blanche.
Oh, I never meant that.
I knew my dad was never a saint.
I just meant he'd inherited all Mike's bad points.
Whereas you have inherited all his good ones.
Plus, you're not a cockney. Bonus is that in anybody's book.
Afternoon, Barlows.
Baldwin, go easy on the booze today, huh? I want you on the ball tomorrow.
Adam.
Very mature, that. Can't wait to see what sort of boss you're going to make, but let's not forget who's actually in the driving seat over there, OK?
Please, the pair of you. You've got to learn to work together. Can't you just start as you need to go on?
You should listen to her, Sunshine.
Adam will be fine. Don't you worry.
Anyway, shouldn't you be buying me a drink? I reckon I've been very generous giving you what I have.
Reminds me, actually, you don't have an address for Leanne, do you? I feel like you should send her some flowers or something, just to say thanks for everything she's done for me.
Like a razor. Let's hope you're this sharp in the morning, boy.